Ah. So I can see now what's going on. What are we about? Almost 48 hours since the fight happened. About 42 hours away since the fight happened. People have plenty of time to say the things they wanted to say. One thing I noticed is about the fight over the weekend between Fury and Usyk. What I've learned is, as far as the media, the media is not gonna last. The way the media is moving right now when it comes to boxing, the media won't last. Whether they know it or not, they won't last this way. I mean, at the end of the day, you could try to cater to certain fan bases or whatever, or your personal agendas, and catering to fan bases right now is gonna put a lot of people out of business. It might last right now, but it won't last for long. And this is the result of it. See, people think this is still 2018, 17, and they can still run with these same narratives when actually this is the boxing game. And boxing is what does the talking. And when you push narratives in boxing, you better be correct when you push narratives. You better be correct. And I already know most of the narratives that get pushed in boxing, it's personal feelings. It has nothing to do with any facts. And everything just coming full circle for me. Everything coming full circle. I've sat back for years and heard people just make personal claims about things they think they know in boxing. Especially when it comes to Tyson Fury. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm pressing the gas on all this stuff as soon as January 1st hits. Because I know nobody has a leg to stand on right now. You've heard your own arguments. All this debating and attacking and trolling people. Most of these people don't even report boxing. They're just trolls. They're just trolling. Grown men is just trolling. Think about that. They just trolled in boxing. That's it. You got guys coming off horrible performances, getting the benefit of the doubt. To be honest with you, the way Tyson Fury has been treated since the Ngannou fight proved it all for me. People can say, well, I'm not that big of a Tyson Fury fan. Yeah, you are. A lot of these people have been radio silent on a lot of this stuff when it comes from Tyson Fury, his performances. He's had probably the worst performances in the last 3 fights out of any boxer, especially elite boxers. He's had the worst performances. This man got walked down by a cruiserweight twice. And people are just out here like, yeah, well, he tried his best, you know. And you same people get out here and try to criticize other boxers who do the same thing this man does, the bare minimum. I think people was trying to make it seem like I'm trying to attack people or make a certain argument because, well, you know, Tyson Fury did dominate the American heavyweight, so that's probably why they're mad. Why would I be mad? My heavyweight never got knocked down by an MMA fighter. That's if anybody deserves a rematch, It should be the guy that dropped the MMA fighter. I mean, got dropped. The guy who, the MMA fighter who dropped the boxer. That's the guy who should be getting a rematch. If we talking about rematch, I hear people say, yeah, Danny the boy, he deserves a rematch, cause, bro, I can make an argument right now that Ngannou probably deserves more of a rematch than Daniel Dubois does against Usyk. I can make that clear argument. And nobody can say anything about it. I can make that argument right now. So now everybody want to talk about what somebody deserve. Then I'm hearing people say, oh, well, Fury will knock out Daniel Dubois. What? Y'all said, you got a whole bunch of UK fans right now talking about Daniel Dubois will get knocked out by Tyson Fury. You see how fanned out some of these dudes is? And it ain't got nothing to do with boxing skills about boxing. It's just about personal looks. Oh, well, Tyson Fury looks like me, so it's a lot of that going on. These people give Tyson Fury more credit than a 58-year-old Mike Tyson. And he did the same thing Tyson Fury did in the fight. Not much. But he's 58. But did you hear all those fans after Mike Tyson fought Jake Paul? Oh man, he had a horrible performance. Oh my God. Oh. Did y'all hear all that? Didn't I tell y'all last year before Mike Tyson even thought about getting back in the ring that this is what these cowards do? They're the offspring of the people that hated Mike Tyson in the 90s. Same idealized, however you say that word. Same ideas, same thoughts, same beliefs. They think the same way as these people. Daniel Dubois, now all of a sudden, he'll get knocked out by Fury. But then, what are y'all talking about? You see what I'm saying? A lot of these fans are fans of just a fighter. They don't care about boxing. They're just personal fans of boxers. That's it. And the word I was looking for was ideology. But you know, my thinking is off right now. But as you see in this picture right here, we know what Tyson Fury is good at. And this is a guy who's failed multiple drug tests in his career. Multiple drug tests in his career. Got dropped by an MMA fighter. Just lost twice to a cruiserweight. And we talking about how good he boxed in the fight. I don't care how good he fought, to be honest with you. I want to hear the same stuff y'all was saying about everybody else. Didn't y'all say that after Wilder went 12 rounds with Parker, he needs to retire? And then after that, y'all said that Wilder was ducking Zhang and he needs to get in the fight with Zhang after going 12 rounds with Parker. For some reason, after going 12 rounds with Parker, he needs to get in the ring with Zhang because he's ducking. Why don't you put Tyson Fury in the ring with Zhang? A guy the same size as him. Ain't nobody thought about that? Why don't Tyson Fury get in the ring with Zhang? That would have been a good fight. Oh, you don't want to do that, do you? Oh, how about Tyson Fury get in the ring with Parker? Oh, they friends. Oh. So who can he fight? Just Anthony Joshua? So other people got to earn the Anthony Joshua fight, but Fury, he can come out potentially. He's supposed to have 3 straight losses right now. And the man's been accused of cheating over the years, and he ain't looked the same since, if you want to be real about it. And a lot of guys, fighters in the UK, have already said he been looking suspect over the years, and he's a cheater. When the man couldn't outbox Usyk, where'd he go to? The same thing he doing right now in this Wilder picture, hanging on top of people. Let me wear him down, wear his legs down, and get him tired. Ain't no skill in that. When it's equal on both sides, he looks regular. They've let this guy get away with so many things, but they'll criticize the Mike Tyson who's 58. He's been overrated. All these boxing fans are overrated as well. He's been overrated. The silence I'm hearing right now, it speaks volumes. I'm not hearing anybody criticize, telling Tyson Fury he's finished, he's overrated, he's a bum. I'm not hearing any of that. I'm not hearing anything out there right now. I haven't heard 2 words about Tyson Fury being a bum. Dude got dropped by an MMA fighter. He should have been called a bum after that fight. Y'all already been calling everybody else a bum. Called Danny Dubois a quitter. Bro, Tyson Fury looked better in this fight than he did the last fight. People should have been disappointed with the first Usyk fight. Should have been disappointed with the Ngannou fight. I didn't have to see Fury get in the ring with Usyk to know that he wasn't that good of a boxer. I knew that in the Ngannou fight. I'm saying the same thing I said after I seen him fight Ngannou. How many fights do people need to see Fury get in before they realize the dude been using his weight and everything his whole career? He's not an exceptional boxer like everybody say he is. He fights people the same size as him, and he looks regular, like Ngannou. He only fights small heavyweights. People say the size don't matter. Oh, look what Danny Dubois did against Miller. That don't matter. Danny Dubois is man enough to get in the ring with Miller though. That's the point you're missing. Oh, Danny Dubois is only 27. Look at his resume. Yeah, look at everybody else's resume and they're 36, 37. Same thing I've been saying over the years. People are late to the party. The party I started was 6 years ago. People just showing up now. This man got all the credit in the world for going 12 rounds, 10 rounds with Ngannou and getting dropped. People say, yeah, he ready for Usyk. Huh? Then Usyk didn't get credit till after he beat Fury the second time? Why he didn't get credit after he beat Anthony Joshua? People talking about, oh, he's an all-time great. Should have been an all-time great after he beat Joshua. He should have been an all-time great then. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what people are waiting on. They was waiting on the Fury to, oh, well, he didn't, what they said? He wasn't in shape against Ngannou. I don't know if people know it or not. That's the worst excuse I ever heard in boxing. Because you weren't even there in the gym with him. And you're telling me he wasn't in shape against Ngannou? He threw more punches against Ngannou than he did against Usyk. How was he not in shape against Ngannou? His face looked the same way. His face looked worse against Ngannou than it did against Usyk. Because Anthony Joshua, him and Joshua tag teamed up and went up there and knocked out Ngannou for some reason. That's supposed to impress me? A guy who ain't never boxed before? You went up there and tag teamed him up with the top heavyweights in boxing? And I'm supposed to be impressed? They have all these things to say about Wilder, a guy who didn't start boxing until he was out of high school. This dude was a grown man when he started boxing. This man didn't start boxing until he had kids. I repeat, Deontay Wilder didn't start boxing until he had kids. And people say he can't box. He didn't start boxing until he had kids. I don't know if people know that or not. That's what people are missing. That man didn't start boxing until he had children. He started boxing because of his children. And for some reason, a guy who got failed multiple drug tests, floppy gloves, He uses his weight, needs to gain weight for a rematch. All kind of weird stuff that goes on with this guy. And for some reason, all the fans just look the other way. I can't trust boxing fans no more. Can't do it. They've been exposed. They got more backlash from Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson ain't never got knocked down by no MMA fighter. Ever. In his life. Never will get knocked down by an MMA fighter. This man got dropped by an MMA fighter. Literally. In America, we don't do that. We're not finna give nobody a pass for getting dropped by an MMA fighter. I don't know. People better clean up their act. I don't know. Y'all looking bad out here right now. You got a lot of people that still don't like Daniel Dubois for some reason. The man has one of the best resumes at 27 years old you'll ever see. People still don't like him. For some odd reason. I wonder why. We got people out here calling Daniel Dubois autistic and he's off the spectrum and he's slow. We really have people out here calling Daniel Dubois slow? Is that what we're doing? We got people calling Daniel Dubois. He's saying he's off the spectrum. He's slow. And look at this guy. But Daniel Dubois is off the spectrum. But y'all calling Uncle Fester over here. For some reason. This guy's not off the spectrum or autistic, but Daniel Dubois. And people keep saying that. Man, I think Daniel Dubois is off the spectrum, man. I think he's slow. I think he's autistic. Do you know that people are really out here saying that, right? Thousands of people. Look at this guy. Do y'all know who that is? That's a picture of Uncle Fester from Addams Family. And look what this guy. They say Daniel Dubois is off the spectrum and he's slow. You know how disrespectful that is? His own countrymen are saying this. That 9 times out of 10 probably don't look like him. That's probably one of the reasons. What you think about Tank Roach being canceled? I ain't even know it was canceled. I mean, to be honest with you, if you want me to be honest with you, I've been watching Tank Davis for 10 years. I'm not interested in watching Tank Davis. I don't even talk about Tank Davis that much. Don't really care. That fight was supposed to be made 2 years ago. I don't care what Tank Davis does in boxing, to be honest with you. Tank Davis ain't nothing but a Kimbo Slice in a boxing ring. That's it. I've seen guys like Tank before. I mean, nobody Tank's fault is. I mean, look who he's fighting. Tank Davis about the same as a Tyson Fury. That's how I feel about Tank Davis. He's basically the Tyson Fury of 135. He's fighting who he can have the advantage over, just like Tyson Fury. He's fighting guys. He going down in weight, just like Tyson Fury go down in weight to fight people. He fight people smaller than him every time, right? Don't Tank Davis fight people smaller than him every time, right? Except Barrios. But we see Barrios get touched up every fight. He's one of my favorite fighters, but he still get touched up every fight. He almost got stopped the last fight by Abel Ramos. And everybody said, why is he fighting Abel Ramos? And he almost got stopped by Abel Ramos. Yeah, he's a Kimbo Slice of boxing, bro. That's it. But this guy right here, I can't believe they said that Daniel Dubois is off the spectrum. That has to be. That's why I said I can't debate these guys in boxing. Why? They're not talking about anything. Most of this stuff is like feelings, emotional. Most of the stuff I'm saying is gonna come true eventually. Just sit back and wait. But a lot of these other boxers, they like to troll, and you can tell who they like. And to be honest with you, I've been watching Tyson Fury longer than all these people. I used to watch Tyson Fury get booed in the UK. You said I like Tank style. I mean, anybody who get in front of the guys Tank fighting, you gonna like their style too. I can get a boxer right now. I can put a boxer right now in front of the same people Tank fought, and it's gonna be exciting. Especially if you fighting guys 1 or 2 weight classes below you. I mean, you're supposed to look excited. But he gets punched in the face for 8 rounds, then he knocks somebody out. I mean, I've never seen Deontay Wilder even do that. Deontay Wilder didn't let nobody punch him in the face for 8 rounds and then turn around and be like, yeah, I'm gonna knock him out. Nah. It looks different when you fighting a Tyson Fury that weighs 50 pounds more than you. But I don't think fans is they don't care about that stuff. It's about who they like. But I'm here to talk about Tyson Fury though. But I'll let y'all talk about that in the comment section. This is what I want to talk about right here, because nobody's talking about this. I've been watching Tank I've been watching Tank since 2014, bro. Tank been fighting the same type of competition for 10 years. All of my favorite boxers I watch. All of my favorite boxers I watch right now, that's my favorites. They all go up in weight. 1 or 2 weight classes, 3 weight classes. They all fight guys 20 pounds heavier than them. All of them. Tank don't fit in that category for me, so that's not really nothing special that Tank does. Can we agree on that? Can you name one guy that Tank fought right now where you like, man, I can't wait till he fight? You can't. This is no jealousy or nothing. Like I said, I've been watching Tank Davis, all these guys longer than people. I've been watching Tank for 10 years, bro. I'm not finna sit back here and watch Tank fight at 130 again. I've been watching him 10 years. I've been watching Tank Davis for 10 years. 10 years. You know how long 10 years is? That is a long time in boxing. The dude's at 135 and he's gonna fight at 130 after I've been watching him for 10 years. Why would I even talk about him right now? What is there to talk about? He's fighting another 130 that people didn't care about. I was doing a live. I did a live video on Lamont Roach when he fought his last fight. I went live for that fight. You know how many people went live from Lamont Roach's last fight? Nobody. You know how many people had Lamont Roach videos on their YouTube channel before Tank fought him? Nobody. And that's the problem with Tyson Fury right now. It was a lot of hype around him, and he couldn't cash in. We still got people believing in ghost stories about these guys. Too many ghost stories in boxing. Like, go out there and do it, man. I'm tired of these fans always talking about what somebody gonna do. Go do it. All that ducking and stuff like that. Come on, man. I know y'all doing that to build your career up. And the fighters that people know that don't want to fight nobody, don't want to fight the top level guys, they got to pick certain people. Like people right now talking about, well, Fury should fight Dubois. He could have fought Dubois last year when he fought in Ghana. Ain't nobody asking him to fight Joseph Parker. Ain't nobody asking him to fight Zane. None of that. Because they know he'll get squashed like a bug. I mean, if we're just gonna pick certain boxers for guys to get in front of, okay, yeah, the guy he gonna look good. Of course. Sure. That's Jake Paul stuff then. This is why Jake Paul's famous. Because Jake Paul knows, okay, the fans ain't gonna ask for these guys to fight the best, so let me just pick who I wanna fight. And I get a popular name and I jump in the ring with them. And then, so if they know who the guy is, the first time when a fan don't know who a guy is, they'll be like, oh, he trash, I don't know who he is. It's not my problem that you don't know who that guy is. The fans are so, like the YouTube channels that sit on YouTube all day for 4 hours, they don't educate the fans. People didn't even realize Daniel Dubois fought Usyk when he was 25 until this year. They didn't know he was 25 when he fought Usyk until he was 26. Just think about that. What if Daniel Dubois would have never fought Anthony Joshua? What if Turkey Al-Sheikh would have never showed up to even put Daniel Dubois in this situation? Or Usyk? People would still be saying that, yeah, Fury, man, his skills is just too good, man. The way he boxes is just amazing. I like a lot of guys' styles. It don't mean they the best. Where's the criticism though? That's what I'm trying to figure out. So everybody says Deontay Wilder can't box. What about the guys who can box to you? What are they doing in the sport of boxing? They said people were running from Joshua. Dubois went out there and after being called a quitter, silenced all that. So the guy that everybody said was trash and a bum, he just knocked out their hero. Tyson Fury just went out there and did the same thing Mike Tyson did at 58 years old. But for some reason, the guy who's almost 60 years old gets more criticism than the guy who's 36, younger than Usyk, bigger than Usyk, supposed to be a better boxer than Usyk, more skilled. He just needs time to get in shape. He's wondering why everybody was questioning why he was postponing the fight because of a cut. Man has failed multiple drug tests in his career. I think he's failed like 2 or 3 drug tests in his career. Steroids. He's looked like crap when he's been drug tested and everything else. And when he can't have his everything else in order, the man wears his pants, his shorts all the way up to his nipples. He can't take a body shot. If he had to wear his pants around his waist like everybody else, he wouldn't even be able to go 12 rounds. This man wears his pants all the way up to his chest. What does everybody think his belly button starts at? This? You think his belly button is in the middle of his chest, or you think the man's shorts is all the way up to his chest every fight? He can't even take a body shot. He gets away with so much in boxing that it's pathetic. After the Ngannou fight, people should have been out. Nah, I'm done with Fury. I'm done with him. But nah, people was like, no. For some odd reason, I guess maybe because he represents Great Britain or whatever it is. I don't know what it is, but I know whatever it was, those fans have got exposed because of it. And people don't want to talk about it because they know I'm telling the truth. And maybe those people are the people I'm talking about. It's not my fault that you guys listen to these people who want to push narratives and act like they was just boxing experts and they know what they're talking about. I don't know if you guys know that, but these guys have been wrong a lot lately. And I'm not talking about picking fights. I'm talking about the narratives they push. Oh, this boxer's trash. This guy's trash. Nothing is worse than getting knocked down by an MMA fighter. This man was finna embarrass the whole sport of boxing. Yeah, I was finna let Tyson Fury embarrass the whole sport of boxing. So he can fight an MMA fighter in the middle of his career? Not at the end of his career. He's the only boxer I've seen who can go out and have an exhibition type of fight in the middle of his career. He's the only boxer. You can check history. Nobody said in the middle of their career while they have the belts, instead of doing an undisputed fight, they said, oh yeah, I'll just fight an MMA guy. Then instead of giving Ngannou his credit, people like, yeah, well, Tyson Fury boxed this well in that fight, and they box. For some reason, when Tyson Fury boxes in a fight, everybody sees every jab, hook. They see every punch that he throws for some reason. Every punch that Tyson Fury throws for some reason, everybody sees it. They know how to break down a fight when Tyson Fury fighting. When Bitterbill and Bivol fight, no, I don't see anything. I don't know what's going on. But when Tyson Fury is fighting Ngannou, he gets dropped. Oh, well, he got up off the canvas and he was doing this and he was doing that. And America's is probably the worst at that as well. Yeah, America's is the worst. Some of these guys cosplay as Americans. They ain't really Americans. Y'all know how that goes in the UK. Y'all have that same issue. There's a lot of people that act like they're UK fans. They're not really from the UK. So y'all should know better than anybody what I'm talking about. And what everybody talking about now? A 19-year-old Moses. They don't even want to talk about Dubois. Dubois just went out there and knocked down Anthony Joshua. I heard a whole bunch of UK fans talking about Fury gonna knock him out. If that's not fanboyism, I don't know what is. Never in America, we sat up here the day after Deontay Wilder lost and sat up here and said, Wilder gonna knock out this guy. And people say Wilder got fanboys over here? Huh? Why I can't just celebrate a guy I was watching before people was even watching heavyweight boxing? I've been watching Wilder 15 years. Y'all been watching Wilder 5 years. It's a difference. I didn't jump on the bandwagon when he started winning and knocking people out. Matter of fact, I was a fan of him before I even started seeing him box. You notice how when Joshua loses, nobody's on his side no more, right? Nobody believes in him now. Hearing people say he can't beat Fury now. A couple of months ago when he knocked out Ngannou, everybody said, oh yeah, he gonna knock out Fury. I got Joshua knocking out Fury. He's a better boxer. I said, oh yeah? How you know he's a better boxer fighting the MMA guy? I said, how he's a better boxer? He hasn't fought anybody lately. I said he fought Otto Wallin, he fought Robert Helenius. He went far with Robert Helenius and Wilder knocked him out in like one punch. I said, how is Robert Helenius, Otto Wallin, and Jermaine Franklin and all these other guys gonna get and Ngannou? How is they gonna get Joshua ready for the elite heavyweights? Say he hasn't fought anybody. He's cutting corners. Fury the same thing. And as you can see, he's been cutting corners. Now people starting to realize, oh man, he's been fighting small guys. Oh, he can't beat a southpaw. Yeah. It's been like that for a while now. But people don't talk about boxing though. The only person who really deserves a rematch right now is Ngannou. Because Ngannou didn't get stopped by Usyk. Dang, Dubois did. But people feel like, oh, well, he deserves a rematch. That doesn't make any sense. How you feel like he deserves a rematch, but Ngannou doesn't deserve a rematch with Fury. Because people know he's a threat. If you knew that Fury can go out there and knock him out, you'll actually send him out there to get knocked out. But they know he'll struggle with Ngannou right now. Again, he's not Anthony Joshua. Two different styles. He don't got no knockout power right now. Fury ain't knocked nothing out in years. And even when he was fighting Wilder, he wasn't knocking Wilder out. He's tired. He was tiring Wilder out. He was leaning on him like he's doing in this picture right here. That's why I put it up there. And what did he try to do against Usyk over the weekend? Tried to lean on him. Usyk was like, get off of me. Accused Usyk of being on steroids, allegedly. You can Google that right now. Saying he got an inhaler in his cross. I mean, people was out here just picking straws trying to see what's going on. Embarrassing themselves. Man, it's sad out here, man. It's sad. That's why I can't associate with all boxing fans. Because they don't tell the truth about boxing. People just push narratives. They talk about who they like. Well, we're going to do that then. Okay. I'm not going anywhere. You might be going somewhere before I will. I'm not going anywhere. And they definitely don't like me around. That's why I'm one of the only channels that get bothered. My stream gets bothered with when I'm live because they don't like me to tell the truth about the little fishy stuff that goes on. They want to protect certain people. This man is the most protected boxer in boxing right now. This man had the same type of performance that Mike Tyson had. And people are like, oh, Mike Tyson, man, he's terrible, man. I can't believe I stayed up. I can't believe you guys asked Fury to rematch Usyk. Like, why was y'all looking forward to this? I told people many times over the months, I don't want to see this fight. I said, I'd rather see Dubois somebody fight Usyk. And now what people are saying now, oh, well, I'd rather see Dubois fight Usyk. Yeah, that could have happened Saturday. If you fans would have used your power and your support and all your little words and tweets and likes and views and everything else to push that narrative out there instead of believing in the guy who got dropped by an MMA fighter last year. I bet if any of these other fighters up here would have got dropped by an MMA fighter, y'all wouldn't have sit up here and said they would beat Usyk. If any of these guys up here would have lost to Usyk, none of you guys wouldn't have said, hey, he's going to get him next time. This man is favored the most ever. I've never seen this before. Then you got people out here talking about they need a trilogy. Oh my God. There's so many casuals in boxing right now. And y'all notice these words like casuals and all that stuff and fanboys. Those words weren't invented. Those words weren't invented for people like Fury and Joshua fans. The new fans of Fury, because Fury didn't have a lot of fans before he fought Wilder. Because I was a fan of Fury before he fought Wilder, and people didn't think that Wilder versus Fury was a bigger fight than Wilder versus Joshua or anything like that. A lot of people thought that Wilder fighting Fury was actually a duck. They said, oh, Wilder's fighting Tyson Fury so he can duck Joshua. How did that narrative work? I bet you $100 right now you can find a video where somebody said Wilder was ducking Joshua so he can fight Fury. Yeah, they put those videos out. Now, for some reason, Fury got knocked down by an MMA fighter He got outboxed by a 200-pound cruiserweight who had to eat basically a whole cow to get 220 pounds. And for some reason, nobody's saying that he can't box. Got outboxed twice by a cruiserweight. Walked down, then he got dropped by an MMA fighter the fight before that. For some reason, and he almost got stopped by Usyk in the first fight. For some reason, nobody said he can't box. I learn a lot more when people don't say things than when they actually do say things. When people, the amount of people who's quiet about this stuff, but they'll have all the energy to trash Daniel Dubois. They'll have all the energy to trash Mike Tyson. They'll have all the energy to trash Deontay Wilder. They had a lot of energy to trash a Gunner after he got knocked out by Joshua. The amount of people I've seen do all that, and then the silence I hear right now, it explains everything I talk about on this channel. That's why people do not like to come here. They do not want to hear the truth about what's going on in boxing. They try to turn me into Piers Morgan or something. The only person I've actually seen a little bit I would have to give credit to is probably like Simon Jordan right now. I've seen. He made a good idea today. He said Fury should fight Dubois right now. I said, let me think about that. Oh, make Fury fight a tough fight after fighting Usyk twice. That does make sense. That does make sense. I said, now that I think about it, that does make a whole lot of sense. He's younger than Usyk. They're trying to make a 37-year-old Usyk who's going to be 38 in 3 weeks. They're trying to make him fight every tough fight at heavyweight right now at the age of 37, 38. Tyson Fury is a year younger than him. And they're trying to give him the easiest path. Well, let's not give him a tough fight. Let's not give him a tough fight. He's already not been fighting tough fights. You just said the guy he beat can't box. For some reason, Deontay Wilder was never considered the best heavyweight, but Tyson Fury beats him after getting dropped twice in the first fight, twice in the second fight, and the third fight. Twice in the first fight, twice in the third fight. The second fight was shaky. People say, oh, Wilder had so many excuses. He didn't have any excuses in the first fight. He didn't have any excuses in the third fight. And I've heard Chisora say something similar too. People don't like nobody to call out the BS in boxing. They love the banter and everything else, but they don't like the real facts about boxing. When you start talking about the real facts in boxing, people don't like that. It's about favoritism and everything else. I've been watching boxing before Wilder, Fury, and all these guys was started boxing. And I'm gonna continue to watch boxing after they're gone. I like the sport of boxing. I don't jump in fighters' laps and try to make them bigger than what they really are. If you look at Fury's resume, none of the top heavyweights right now is on his resume. If it wasn't for Wilder even fighting Fury, he wouldn't have a resume. But since he can't box, like everybody said, Fury has a trash resume. He hasn't beat anybody. And Ngannou, really? Y'all know that's supposed to be a loss. Let's be real. That was supposed to be a loss. And Ngannou said, man, I don't understand boxing. Yeah, because these guys are cowards. That's why. These are grown men who want to lie for another grown man. They got people in their family they don't take up for like this. But they'll get a guy like Fury and they'll ride him like a horseback until he's done. I'm seeing people say, Daniel Dubois, he looks like he's on the spectrum, man. Oh, he looks like he's slow. But they look at this guy and they say, yeah. They call Daniel Dubois autistic. That's what we got going on overseas now and over here. That's what we got going on across the pond. Calling one of your best heavyweights in the game autistic. Why, you mad that he knocked out Joshua? Don't be mad at Daniel Dubois because he got a better resume than Joshua at 27. Oh, y'all don't want to go there, do you? Daniel Dubois has a better resume than Fury and Joshua. You better get on the bandwagon quick. You better jump on the bandwagon. Right now, he has a better resume than Fury and Joshua. And there's nothing to argue about that. Even when in a loss, Daniel Dubois fought harder than Fury did. At 25, Daniel Dubois fought harder than Tyson Fury did. All that knockout power. At 27, Daniel Dubois has a better resume than Tyson Fury. That's something that can't be argued. Don't try to give Wilder credit now. Nope. We sticking to the can't box thing. I'm the only one. I'm a fanboy, so I'm the only one who give him credit. You see how y'all messed up like that? What you want me to give Tyson Fury credit for getting knocked down by Ngannou? These people think they smarter than everybody, bro. I'm thinking 5 years ahead with this stuff. I'm thinking 5 years ahead when it comes to boxing. I'm not thinking about today or yesterday. I'm thinking 5 years down the line. I warned everybody. You can look at my old videos I put out last year when I started this channel. I said, man, they better have Anthony Joshua fighting somebody. These guys he fighting ain't gonna prepare him for nobody. Then I noticed, I said, man, why is Daniel Dubois fighting tougher fighters than Joshua right now? What are they doing? The only thing you did was create a beast. Now he's hard to beat now. Now you need him to jump in the ring with Usyk again after getting stopped. People are so desperate, they need a guy who Usyk stopped to get back in the ring with him as the best challenge. Think about that. Fans ain't never asked nobody who got stopped by somebody for another rematch. Oh, I'm begging for a rematch. After getting stopped. That's the new generation though. I noticed they did that with Joe Joyce. He got stopped like in the 6th round or something against Zhang. Then everybody said, oh yeah, he needs a rematch. I'm like, rematch? They trying to get Zhang beat or something? What's going on? The man just stopped him in the 6th round. Why are we having a rematch? Oh, well, they had a rematch clause. These rematch clauses. Isn't it funny how all these guys who got rematch clauses can't get a knockdown in the 1st or 2nd fight? But what a guy like Wilder's doing, that's easy. Oh, he can't box, that's easy. Well, how about Fury? Why he can't knock down a guy he weighs 50 pounds more than? Usyk just that good of a boxer. He can't knock a cruiserweight down. He can't even trip him or push him down or anything. Jeez. I thought he was a superb boxer. Now they stoop so low in boxing. Now they gotta say, damn, Daniel Dubois, he's autistic, man. He's on the spectrum. And they look at this guy's face and they say, this is the most intelligent face I've ever seen. Yeah, I love narratives in boxing. I don't know if y'all know it. I love narratives. I love them. I love narratives in boxing. I love narratives in boxing. I really do. When I hear a narrative in boxing, oh my God, y'all just don't know it. See, I'm different than these other guys. I actually study boxing. I don't say what everybody else say, so it looks stupid. A lot of people say, he didn't say what the last YouTube channel said, so he's stupid. Can't believe he thinks Tyson Fury is not that good of a boxer. Why isn't he saying what everybody else is saying? Why he's not being a follower? Why isn't K-Face at boxing being a follower like everyone else? Why he can't just be a follower like us? Why does he have to think for himself? Oh, he's just mad, man. That Fury lost to Wilder. Bro, I was watching Fury before y'all was. Y'all act like y'all don't remember. I don't remember y'all saying Fury wasn't that good before Wilder fought him the first time. People said, why is Wilder fighting Tyson Fury? He's not better than Joshua. He's not even on Joshua's level. He's fighting a heavyweight we never heard of instead of Anthony Joshua. Oh, Wilder's ducking Joshua so he can fight Fury. I don't know if y'all know it or not, but most of these channels were saying that. I don't know if how long y'all been watching boxing. I'm just giving y'all a history lesson. So anybody who doesn't know, you can thank me, because I'm telling you something that nobody else is going to tell you. This is for the kids right now. This is not for the elders who already know these things. Because trust me, it was millions saying this. So if you really want to separate yourself in boxing, please don't say what these people be saying out here. They selling tickets. They selling pay-per-views, pushing narratives. Half of the stuff don't work. And these boxers don't have real fans. They don't have real fans. If I know more about your favorite boxing than you do, you can't tell me I'm a hater. I know people be saying that these days. Oh man, you're hating. And how long have you been watching Tyson Fury? Okay. You sure about that, pal? A lot of people say, oh, you don't like Canelo. How long have you been watching Canelo? Okay. Really? Bro, trust me, I know what these people be saying, man. They don't get into boxing to just about the boxing. They want to win arguments and laugh at people and troll. The trolling is dead. I don't know if y'all know it. The trolling is dead. The trolling has hurt a lot of YouTube channels. A lot of guys have 50,000 trolls on their channel. Now they're trying to get on here and talk serious about boxing. I see some guys trying to talk serious about boxing the other day. And all the trolls in their chat was like, yeah, man. Yeah, something that had nothing to do with boxing. Then the dude had to crack jokes and everything, and he had to talk bad about a boxer that they don't like. And everybody was like, yeah, that's hilarious. That's clown stuff. You might as well put a red nose on and put on long shoes and start tap dancing. You're a clown. When you gotta do like Three Stooges type of stuff to get likes, you're a clown. This is supposed to be one of the biggest. This is supposed to be the biggest fight of one of the biggest fights of all time, and everybody quiet. And it's only Monday. Tried to warn these guys. Tried to warn them. Tried to warn these guys, man. So sad out here. It's really pathetic. They had all this energy for Mike Tyson a couple of weeks ago. Why didn't a 58-year-old man come out here and throw 100 punches around? Why didn't the guy y'all said with the most skilled heavyweight of all time not come out and beat a cruiserweight? These dudes dropped the ball, man. They did so bad against Usyk. At least the guys I know would have tried to knock out Usyk. These guys didn't even try to knock out Usyk. Can anybody explain to me what round and what fight Tyson Fury tried to knock out Usyk? Where he just threw a whole bunch of punches and just said, I'm going for it all. I don't remember him in the 12th round trying to just knock Usyk out. The man was relying on the judges. That's how his career has been going. He tried to rely on the judges. Yeah, the judge is gonna save me this time. Turkey Al-Sheik's like, yeah, that was a decent round. 7th round it was all right. It was decent. Yeah, it was decent. It was okay. It was okay for a guy who got dropped by MMA fighter. Yeah, he did a good job. I'm just speaking on the narratives because I don't know why. I think people don't understand why I even started this channel. I ain't started this channel to fit in and say everything everybody else saying. They talking about trilogies and Daniel Dubois getting knocked out by Fury and stuff like that. Man, y'all messing up boxing, man. Y'all ruining boxing, man. Even, you know who else said that yesterday? A guy who works with Tyson, with Usyk's team, said that you guys are ruining boxing. That's what he said after Usyk won yesterday. Well, 2 days ago. People will hear me say that and they'll be like, oh, I don't know why he's saying that. He must be mad about something. No, the guys who just won said that y'all are ruining boxing. Because they know that y'all ain't giving them credit. What credit's due. How many times we gotta see Tyson Fury get dropped by an MMA fighter until we realize he ain't that good? Anybody else would have got dropped. Y'all had more energy for Mike Tyson and everybody else. Mike Tyson, 58 years old. Yeah, man. They talking crazy. They talking about trilogies. You got Dan Raphael talking about Usyk ain't, man, Usyk top 10 all time, pound for pound. Man, no, you tripping. But after Fury beat a guy that everybody said can't box, he got all the credit in the world. Nah, we ain't finna do that. You said Tony Bellew said he did enough to get the win, because Tony Bellew want Usyk to get beat because Tony Bellew got stopped by Usyk. Of course he gonna say that. A lot of the British people mad that Joshua had Usyk winning on his scorecard. So they feel like Joshua responsible for everybody thinking that Usyk won. Like, why didn't you have a Fury winning on your scorecard during the fight? This man is a professional leaner, man. I've been telling people for years, man, this dude been lean. He just leans on people. Y'all know how much backlash? You know how many videos I've dropped saying most of the stuff that actually happened? And people come in disrespecting and talking crazy. When I sat up here and said, how are you going to prepare yourself? Man, people should have been done with Fury after he got dropped by an MMA fighter. Anybody else who got dropped by MMA fighter, they wouldn't have got no credit. They wouldn't even never even seen the Usyk fight. Yeah, come on, man. Like, he got walked down twice. This man didn't even go all out. This man didn't even go all out. He didn't go all out at all. At least I seen last fight in the 8th and 9th round, Usyk went all out trying to knock this man out, trying to stop him or try to do damage, whatever. This man didn't go all out at all. Only thing I seen him do was hang over Usyk like a jacket on a clothes hanger over his back. And I said, yep, there we go. There go the strategy. When nothing else works, let's do the leaning and grabbing. This man was literally grabbing his wrist. Y'all didn't see that, did you? When he was grabbing Usyk's arm, and he was grabbing his arm when he punched and holding it. Go back and watch the second fight. When the man was grabbing Usyk's arm with both of his gloves. When Usyk could punch, he'll grab his arm and pull him in. I'm like, ain't nobody saying this? This is skills? This is a highly skilled boxer? Do people not know how? Bro, y'all said, y'all try to throw Ali under the bus for Tyson Fury. A guy who's got caught with steroids multiple times. We still gave this man credit. Man, I'm not finna give nobody in my family that much credit. I got people in my family I ain't never took up for like that. This man grabbed his wrist. Yeah, he was trying to clinch in the last 10 rounds. When he got to the 10th round, I was like, Sugar Hill was saying something to him. I'm like, all right, Fury finna take these last 2 or 3 rounds. And Sugar Hill was like, hey man, he's like, I'm all right. And I'm like, okay. And he come out and I'm like, man, this dude just leaning on him. I'm like, yeah, man, he done, man. He done. But bro, I seen a tweet. If you look it up, type in Daniel Dubois autistic on Twitter. You got a lot of fans talking about that Daniel Dubois is autistic and that he's on the spectrum. And they got like 5,000-6,000 likes. And this is supposed to be one of the best British heavyweights. Supposed to be he's the best British heavyweight right now. But they'll look at this man's face right here and be like, no, man, he got a good personality. Man, y'all better get out of that kind of thinking y'all got going on. Better get away from it. What that got to do with, hey, PD, bro, when I tell you the amount of likes it got, I'm looking at the comment section like, okay, somebody gonna say something about it. Nope. Because Daniel Dubois, he's socially awkward. He's not a guy who just go out there and be like, yeah, he's socially awkward. But when Adrian Broner go out there and knows how to talk in front of a microphone, everybody like, ugh, I don't like that. Ugh, Adrian Broner, man. He be doing too much. They wanted Daniel Dubois to get on the microphone like Adrian Broner, but when he get on there socially awkward, he's not a guy who, he's not really a big talker. So you can tell he's not a guy who really talks. He's a guy who talks with his fist. And he did something that everybody wanted him to do. They wanted him to call out Usyk. He went out there and did it. They talking about he awkward, but they'll look at a guy like Fury, who look like Uncle Fester, and they'll sit up here and be like, yeah, man, he got a good personality. Bro, y'all got nothing to do with boxing. Disgusting what they said about that man. He's autistic. That was the most disgusting thing. That's disrespectful to the kids out here who actually are autistic. I'm offended. And that shows what kind of fans Tyson Fury got. A whole bunch of cowards. You got kids out here who really is autistic out here struggling every day. And you got people saying stuff like that. You're some of the most disgusting fans I've ever seen. You got grown men out here that won't even say nothing. Say that to somebody's parents in their face. You'll lose everything. That shows what kind of fans he actually got out here. Cowards gotta resort to insults like that. hope Daniel Dubois go undefeated the rest of his career. Just off that comment alone. 5,000 likes for something like that. That's disgusting. That was the nastiest thing I ever seen in my life. That's what really got me upset when I seen that this morning. Disgusting. And there was some lady who said it. A lady with a whole bunch of cats. Look like she stinks. And everybody just agreed with it. Straight casual. And y'all would agree with a cat lady talking like that. Mike Tyson got to go out here and carry boxing on his back because these dudes don't want to fight nobody real. They want to fight MMA fighters and cruiserweights. He go out here and challenge himself at 58. Fighting a guy who's somehow magically the same size as Daniel Dubois. I don't know how Jake Paul the same size as Daniel Dubois. Y'all put 2 and 2 together. It be a lot of stuff I really don't be saying. I be holding back a lot of stuff. I be holding back a lot of information. Y'all think I put out all the information? I put out like 25% of the information I know. I be really saving a lot of these dudes. I really do. Even leading up to this fight, I was fair down the middle with Fury. I've been watching Fury a long time. Like I said earlier, I remember when Wilder was picked Fury to fight, and everybody said, "Oh man, why he fighting Fury? He ducking Joshua so he can fight Tyson Fury." I said Tyson Fury one of the best heavyweights in boxing. I ain't never heard of him. It's because you're a casual. You ain't heard about a guy who beat Klitschko? So you ain't never heard about a guy who beat Klitschko, but you know who Mike Tyson is. And you don't think you're a casual. I remember when Tyson Fury used to get booed in the UK. Now we throwing Daniel Dubois under the bus for him? A guy who failed multiple drug tests in his career? A guy who got to wear his shorts all the way up to his nipples? Can't take a body shot? You know how many passes this dude be getting? I know he can't walk on water, so I don't know why he getting all this favoritism. At least Joshua was scoring the card somewhat. I ain't agree with the scorecard, but he had the right guy winning, so I'm like, okay. Yeah, shout out to PD too, man. They had me mad seeing that stuff about autistic. I'm like, man, that ain't got nothing to do with no boxing. Come on, man. Y'all going way too far. It's probably a kid seeing that today like, huh? What that mean? Why they saying that? I'm autistic. What are they trying to say? Shows how disgusting this world has really gotten. Over a boxing match? I ain't never seen nobody get that mad about when Wilder lost. And we talking about fanboys. I don't know, man. I might have to take back what I said a couple of days ago. UK might need some look. They might need some work with their integrity when it comes to boxing. They might need some work. I might have to take back what I said. Y'all already ain't even said nothing about Joshua getting beat up like this. I don't know if y'all know it or not, but when Wilder lost his fights, he finished most of his fights on his feet, even though they were considered TKOs or knockouts. He finished on his feet. He never got knocked out and put to sleep. So to make it seem like he don't have a chin, even though he's almost like 200 pounds, and they say he's got skinny legs and can't box, when he fought Fury, he never got put to sleep. He just was too tired to stand up after being leaned on for 30 minutes. When you have a guy almost 100 pounds leaning on top of you for 30 minutes, instead of actually boxing, that's a strategy. Yeah. In the first fight when Fury came in like 260, 250, we seen what the result was. When Ngannou went in the ring with Tyson Fury and it was the same size, we seen what the result was. This ain't something I'm just making up, and I'm just looking for something to bring to the conversation so I can make other guys look good. So why am I hearing people say Fury can knock out Dubois, and most of the people agree with it, if they fight each other next? You ain't heard nobody sit up here and say after Wilder had lost to Parker and Zane, the day after he fought, man, he'll knock out this guy. If he fought Joshua today, he'll knock him out. But they'll sit up here and call somebody a fanboy. Do y'all know what a fanboy is? The term fanboy was made for people who was the fans that quit on Joshua and act like he ain't get knocked out by Ruiz. Act like he ain't lose to Usyk twice. Usyk should have been #1 pound for pound after he beat Joshua. Y'all said he was the best heavyweight in the world, but y'all didn't want to give him that credit though. So y'all went to the next British heavyweight and said, "Oh, no, we're gonna give him credit." And then after Ngannou made Fury look bad, then after Joshua knocked out Ngannou, then they said, "Nah, Joshua a better boxer. He'll knock out Fury." I'm like, which one is it? Y'all keep switching back and forth. And you know I know because I'm seeing y'all come on here saying these things. I'm seeing the narratives being pushed. I ain't never heard nobody making excuses like that for Wilder, a guy who almost got 50 knockouts. Finding reasons to call him a bum. The dude didn't start boxing until he had kids. I repeat, the man ain't start boxing until he had children. Of course he's not going to be the best boxer. You should ask everybody why they getting knocked out by guys who ain't start boxing until they was a grown man with children. That should have been a real question. If Tyson Fury was such a superb boxer, why are you getting knocked out by a guy who's smaller than Usyk? Weighs less than Usyk, and didn't start boxing until he was a grown man, an adult, and dominating the sport, while Joshua was sitting in the back doing nothing. Why does Daniel Dubois have a better resume than Tyson Fury and Joshua right now, and he's only 27? Better resume. Why is Tyson Fury getting so much credit after looking bad against Ngannou? Why can everybody break down the Ngannou versus Fury fight, but they can't break down no other fights? If I sit down and tell everybody to break down Devin Haney versus Lomachenko, they can't break that fight down, but they can see every hook and jab that Tyson Fury throws against Ngannou, Usyk. They can see every hook and jab. But let these other guys who not power punchers or not knocking everybody out, and let them go in there and do the same thing. Man, it's sad that I'm the only person that got to go out here and tell the truth. And y'all be wondering why these celebrities sell their soul. It's normal people who got 9 to 5s who sell their soul. Y'all, they selling their soul right now, just off this boxing conversation. You don't think you selling your soul when you sit up here talking like this? You selling your soul, homie. You selling your soul for a boxing match. Over a boxer, you selling your soul. Oh, I can't believe these celebrities selling their soul out here. Y'all doing it now. I see people selling their soul right now for a boxing match. You ain't gonna tell the truth. What you think selling your soul is? When people say, when you see somebody playing good music or everything else, you say, man, they got soul. Y'all ain't got that. Maybe y'all need to go watch that Disney movie Soul and see the deeper meaning to that. Maybe they need to do that. It's sad, bro. It's sad. And y'all wonder why Jake Paul is one of the biggest stars in boxing right now. Because he knows. All you gotta do is have popularity, favoritism, have the media behind you, kicking some BS, get beat by Tommy Fury, and all you gotta do is go get another fighter like Mike Tyson, hype it up, and that's it. Don't nobody even care about Jake Paul losing to Tyson Fury. I mean Tommy Fury. They don't care. Jake Paul, Tyson Fury, they know what the recipe is. They know what the recipe is already. If you don't know, you don't know. They know what the recipe is already. That's why Ngannou said, man, I don't understand boxing. Yeah, man, I know. I don't understand it either. You ain't the only one. I've been watching it for years. I don't understand it either. I don't understand how a guy in the middle of his career with heavyweight championship belts can sit up here and fight an MMA fighter instead of fighting people like Zhang and Parker and all these other guys. I don't know why the fans are okay with that. I don't know why the fans were okay with seeing the Tyson Fury rematch with Usyk, but for some reason they ain't never pushed for Daniel Dubois and Usyk. I was pushing for Daniel Dubois and Usyk recently. I'm like, man, I'd rather see that than Fury and Usyk again. The man is limited. He can't go out there and fight a Zhang right now. He go out there and fight Zhang, he's getting stopped. Y'all know it. He go out there and fight Zhang, he's getting stopped. He's not fighting nobody the same size as him. And Zhang, a southpaw, man, he getting out of there. Guaranteed. Tyson Fury struggles with all southpaws. He go out there and fight Zhilei Zhang right now, he's out of there. He won't make it. He's done. He's going to bed. He's going to bed. You can't please these fans. They're not fans of boxing. Until we get real fans of boxing, the sport is not going to elevate. We got people in MMA that really are fans of MMA. They watch the whole card. They know everybody on the card. They know who's decent, who's not. They can score fights a little better. Sometimes. You know, you still got some casuals over there too, but you know, it is what it is. But one thing I seen the difference in MMA is they don't support PED users in MMA. They don't like guys who use PEDs. In this sport, they don't care about it. It don't matter. For some reason, PEDs matter in MMA, but in boxing, it don't matter. I hope y'all understand what I'm saying, because I'm gonna be honest with you. Not that I'm being rude or anything, but I have a job to do, and this is for the sport of boxing. This is not to please any crowd or any following or a country. I support all boxers. If y'all ain't looked at videos I put up about boxers from each country, I gave everybody their credit, whether they're a prospect, a young guy, an older guy. I try to give everybody a fair shot. I try to educate the fans on things, but if they don't like it, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. If you got to pick a side then. Pick a side. Just know I ain't stopping. I'm still coming. 2025 gonna be a good year for me. And I'll tell y'all a little secret. They said Joshua and Fury's supposed to fight next. Oh, guess when I announced that fight? Let's see when I announce Joshua versus Fury and when that fight is supposed to happen. Fury, Joshua. Let's see. Let me see. When did I announce that fight? I hope they let me do it. Okay, let me pull this up real quick. My apologies for taking a long time. Okay, great. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, let me go in and put this right here. I just want people to... When did I say this fight was gonna happen? They talking about the fight right now, right? Being next, right? Okay. So when did I premiere that video? This video should have 1,000 likes on it. When did I premiere this video? It says Fury versus Joshua fight set for 2025 in Saudi Arabia. Might change. Might be a different location. And I said that fight was gonna be in March. It's December right now, right? Okay, I said the fight was gonna be in March, and it's December right now. Look at that date. March 24th, 2024. So when people say, man, I don't know what you're talking about, man. I don't like what you're saying. Yeah, okay. It's a reason why. It's a reason why you don't like what I'm saying, kid. So when I say I announce news like almost a year ahead of time, I'm not BSing. March 24th, 2024. And what is the media doing right now talking about? Wait, what the media talking about right now? Cause they act like they don't know what's going on. So when I come out with news, ain't nobody gotta believe me. I'm past the point where I don't even care. I never did care if somebody believed the news I was putting out or not. Just listen to the other people put out narratives and say fake fights all day. I don't announce fake fights. I announce real fights. A year ahead? Come on, man. Let's be real. It's about to be 2025. And this fight is right on schedule. Hey, you know what I get for doing this? People trolling. So that's what the sport of boxing has. When y'all see people troll me and stuff like that, it's because I put out news like this. So are we gonna consider those people real boxing fans? Honestly? You think that a boxing promoter gonna see this and be like, man, he lying, he ain't that fight fake. I'm doing this for y'all. I could sit home and not even put this news out. I could just put out troll videos all day like everybody else doing. I already know when the fight's gonna happen. I'm even speechless looking at it, man. People don't know how much hard work goes into that. I'm speechless just looking at it. Bro, I've been getting trolled for years, bro, just talking about boxing. Before I even had a channel. I'm tired of getting trolled over boxing. The only way you can kind of combat that is by going back at these people. But the way they going at some of our best fighters in America, nah, that ain't finna happen. Nope. Not finna happen. Not finna happen. We talking about guys over here can't box. They ain't got no chins. They need to retire. They finished. Earl Spence lost one fight, and then everybody like, yeah, he done. He done. He done. He done for fighting the best and not doing no tune-ups like the rest of these guys. He doing what these other guys should be doing. That's 37, 38 years old. That's why Bitterbeard looking at everybody like, people like, you should fight this person. You should fight the best. He like, man, I've been fighting the best. I'm about to be 40 years old. I'm still fighting the best. I don't need y'all to tell me to fight the best. I've been doing that. Whoever y'all talking about, tell them to come see me. I don't know who y'all been watching over the years, but I've been fighting the best. Danny Dubois has a better resume than Joshua and Fury right now. So when I tell these boxers step it up, this is why I'm saying this. I don't want them to get passed up by a 27-year-old. Nobody wants Joshua to get his rematch, and nobody wants Usyk to get back in the. Fury to get back in the ring, get in the ring with Dubois. They don't want him to get back in the ring with Ngannou. That ain't gonna happen. We just going off facts. The fact of the matter is, Ngannou had a better performance against Fury than Dubois had against Usyk. But you hear more people calling for Dubois to get a fight with Usyk than you hear about people saying Ngannou should get a fight with Fury. Oh, that's because he got knocked out by Joshua. That's Joshua. It's not Fury. You see how they try to bunch those two together like they just two peas in a pod? They're not a couple. They're not together. These guys are separate. Two different entities. They're not the same. When guys gotta fight a person the same size as them, yeah. Been aging out fighters and everything for years, man. It's starting to catch up with a lot of these people. They aged out people so long that Dubois has gotten prepared. He's gotten better. And now he's at the place now where he doesn't fear anybody when he comes to boxing. He's not scared. Danny Dubois is not scared at all. Thank God for Danny Dubois though, because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have nobody to put against Usyk or anybody else right now. Because they're not trying to see these other heavyweights get involved. The same guys they kept out of the loop for this whole time, they still keeping them out of the loop. They're not adding in Caviel, they're not adding in the Bacoli, or they're not adding in Joseph Parker. They're not adding in Zhang. A couple of other heavyweights are missing out on. You said the real champ, Dubois, Usyk, fake, low blow. Yeah, but I feel the same way about Tyson Fury getting dropped by Ngannou. I feel like he was a fake contender. He should have never even stepped foot in the ring with Usyk. I feel like Tyson Fury lost to Ngannou. He should have never gotten in the ring with Usyk in the first place. I feel like Fury should have never stepped foot in the ring in the first place. If he wanted to play games like that and get dropped by a guy and get beat up by a guy like that, He should have never got a chance to fight Usyk in the first place. If we're going to be honest about it. I haven't seen anybody breaking the fight down. The same guys I'm hearing right now that said Ngannou got beat by Fury, those the same guys that said Usyk lost to Fury. The first fight and the second fight. I've heard boxing experts say that Usyk lost to Fury twice. In the first fight and the second fight. The first fight and the second fight. And to be honest with you, and this is just to be honest, I'm gonna just be honest. Dubois getting a low blow and Tyson Fury getting a slow count against Wilder, that's the same type of thing. So if people can look past all that, and this is just me being honest, if people can look past all that stuff that's happened, I don't care about the low blow. It happens all the time to different boxers. It just depends on who people want to choose. And I'm just saying that, Zam, they ain't got nothing to do with me disagreeing with you. I'm just talking about how I look at it. It's not like that's the first time somebody looked past a fake low blow. I've seen Usyk get dropped with a low blow like that against somebody else. I forgot who it was. It might have been I don't know, it might have been Maris Breedis. Y'all can look that up for yourselves, but it's somebody that Usyk got hit with a body shot with like that, and he went down and he played like it was a low blow. That's the second time he did it. Yeah, that's the second time he's did it. But you gotta think about it though. A lot of people didn't even focus on that though after the fight. They focused more so on Danny Dubois being the quitter. So they still pick sides. If the attention would have been more so on, man, Usyk, you know you lost that fight. You lost, bro. You lost. If the people would have been saying that for the last 12 months, he would have jumped in the ring with Dubois again before Dubois would have jumped in the ring with him. And I'm just being honest. But when people start saying that he had an inhaler in his cross and everything else, that's when the stuff that people start saying wasn't taken seriously no more. It's like, okay, now they're saying he got an inhaler in his cross. Okay, that's not serious. Yeah, I think it was the Maris Breedis fight, 2018. I think that's the fight. I don't think it was the Gawaki fight. I think it might have been that fight. I don't think it was the Gassiel fight. I think it was Maris Breedis fight. Because Maris Breedis, a judge had a 12-12. Let me see. Let me see. They're not showing it. Yeah, I don't think many people made a video. I don't think many people made a video about it. But yeah, I think that happened in the Breeders fight. He got hit like that. He did the same thing. He called it a body shot. I mean a low blow. Yeah, they're just showing the Danny Dubois one. I can't really see it right now. Yeah, he got hit like that against Breeders. So it definitely was a real shot. I'm not saying it wasn't a real shot. I definitely agree it was a real shot that he went down from. He can't take a body shot. But then Fury didn't even go to the body like that. Like, come on, man. You tell me that Dubois can go to the body and hurt this man? You can't. You got 30s. What you got? An hour and 8 minutes? A fight, well, no, an hour and 12 minutes? A fight time? So totally between the two fights, Tyson Fury was in the ring with this man an hour and 12 minutes. And he didn't get one body shot on this man. Trust me, I've thought about all this. That's why I said to myself, like, why would you have 2 fights with Usyk and Fury? But you could just go straight back into the Dubois fight. And if Dubois would have beat Usyk, you could have went straight back into a Fury fight. And if Fury would have beat, if Usyk would have beat Dubois, they could have went straight back into another fight. Yep, they could have went straight back into another fight. They didn't think about it like that though. But yeah, I agree with what y'all saying. I just see red today. I'm on a different time, man. Everybody ain't keeping it 100, man. I'm so disappointed in the boxing community. I've always been disappointed with the boxing community. They care about their feelings more than they care about telling the truth. And no disrespect to women, but that's women stuff. Like, I don't even see women doing that these days. It's more men around here making boxing about their feelings and everything else. Maybe this generation of men are just the new women. I don't know what's going on. We ain't talking about facts no more. Facts don't even exist no more. Telling the truth, being a truth teller is a sin these days. People expect you to lie these days. If you tell the truth, people are like, oh my God, why did he say that? Oh my God, that's like the weakest thing, man. How can you call yourself a man and you afraid of the truth? What you do? You want your girlfriend lying to you all day? I see how y'all live then. I guess Travis Hunter ain't the only one out here wanting to hear some fairy tales. That's why it's funny when people sit up here and go at him, man. Y'all don't want to hear the truth y'allself. Yeah, just don't troll everybody else when they got a favorite boxer. My thing is, people try to troll everybody else's favorite boxer, but then when it's time for them to get trolled, or when it's time for them to tell the truth, you see that they don't want to tell the truth. They don't want to tell the truth about Fury. They just don't. They scared to admit it, man. The man can't box that good. He uses his weight and his size as an advantage. He uses his weight and his size as an advantage. And it's bad the way that boxing is going right now. If we don't change it, they're gonna be able to Jake Paul their way through boxing these days. Until people learn how to actually score fights and find out who's a real good prospect instead of just picking favorites and picking countrymen. Like, bro, I've never seen a fighter be from a certain country and people say, man, I ain't finna support him. He from Japan. He from Mexico. He from the UK. I ain't finna support him. But some of y'all overdo it these days. But I seen y'all say, oh, I'm not gonna support that fighter because he's from America. I've definitely seen a lot of y'all do that. And I gave y'all 12 months to figure out if y'all want to tell the truth about it or not. But every time one of y'all fighters get a big win over somebody, the first thing y'all say is, oh, they'll knock out that American. I've seen a lot of that going on. So if you can, everybody want to debate and all that other stuff until it's time to stand up and tell the verdict. Notice how everybody don't want to talk about Usyk and Fury right now no more. They moving on to everything else now. They talked about all these other fighters, like when Wilder fought when Wilder fought Fury, they talked about that fight over and over and over. Even when he had a draw against Fury, man went out there and had a draw. Man, they started boxing till he was a grown man with kids. The man went out there, had a draw against Fury, a guy who been boxing his whole life. He comes from a boxing family. He's one of the biggest heavyweights we ever seen. Nobody moves that way at that size. Now I'm hearing everybody talking about Wilder ruined him. Nah, it might have been Ngannou that ruined him. But y'all said he wasn't in shape against Ngannou, so it might have been Ngannou that ruined him. Cause that would have been the first rematch I would have tried to get. Ain't no way I would be a boxer and I got dropped by an MMA guy and I'm gonna go through my whole life and say, man, I ain't rematching that guy no more. And I got a rematch clause, and Ngannou got a rematch clause. That's why Ngannou like, what? What's going on? I got a rematch clause? And I can't get my rematch? I got a rematch clause and I can't get a rematch. He like, wow, that's what we doing? Okay. You said he's still Wilder daddy. Who is he? Jack the Ripper, tell me who he is. Who is he? Who is he? Who you talking about? Who you talking about? Who's still Wilder daddy? Who is he? Who you talking about? Who is he? Cause you trolling right now. I'm not really on that type of time. So who is he? Since you came in talking, you better start talking. If you coming in talking, you better be able to hold a conversation or I'm gonna block you. Who is he? Who is he? Who is he? You better speak up. You got 1 minute. Who is he? You're gonna have to make a whole new account. Who is he? You got 40 seconds. Who is he? Who is he? You got 30 seconds. Who is he? See how quiet that dude got? You got 10 seconds, man. I'm not one of those channels, man. I'll talk to you. Who is he? I'm gonna give you another 30 seconds. I'm being nice right now. Who was he? See what I'm saying? These dudes is cowards, man. These dudes be messing up my whole. I just realized over this year I be spending too much time entertaining trolls, and I give them an opportunity to talk. People don't. A lot of people who watch my live, they don't like when I go back and forth with trolls. So who is he? I just spent all this time talking, and that's all you got out of my conversation. I really don't like blocking people, but I've noticed over the last 12 months, guys like you who talk like that, you really don't bring nothing to the conversation, and I don't have that many likes on my videos to be keeping guys like you around, so it's kind of why I be doing that. So you gonna have to make a whole nother channel, big dog. Sorry to tell you. Yeah. I don't know if people realize it, but I'm not going in 2025 with no trolls around. Now, if people say that Wilder's not better than Fury or anything, like he's a bummer, I ain't got no problem with that, but I don't like all the trolling though. I don't like the trolling, especially after the dude just got his ass whooped. Nah, you ain't coming on the channel talking to me like that. Nah. Nah. Ain't no way. I'm not even entertaining that. I'm definitely not entertaining that. We got too many cowards out here. Y'all can't even admit, you can't even admit your guy got whooped this weekend. We want to bring out who out. Oh, he's Wilder daddy. How you Wilder daddy when Wilder brought him back to life? Tyson Fury just blamed his loss on his own daddy. So he ain't got no daddy. Tyson Fury was just crying about how he left his kids at home for he left his kids at home for 3 months so he could lose a fight again to Usyk. I knew he was gonna lose as soon as he said that. I left my kids and wife at home for 3 months. Who gives a damn? So what? Okay, so what? You been watching too much Rocky IV. What you think you is? You Rocky going to fight Drago? You need to leave your kids and wife at home 3 months to get prepared for a guy you already fought? That's bum talk. I'm not entertaining the fans of bums. That's bum talk. If Wilder can't box and he's trash, well, guess what? Guess what? The guy who had a draw with him, he's a bum too. How about that? The guy who had a draw with Wilder, he's a bum too. The guy who can knock out Usyk, a cruiserweight, you embarrass. Tyson Fury has embarrassed boxing. We had people that don't even watch boxing tune into the fight this week because they thought Tyson Fury was actually something special. And all they did was see a fat slob who likes to play around in the ring. And I knew the man was gonna fight when he sat up there and said, I'm not gonna be clowning around in the ring this time. You're not gonna be clowning around in the ring. You mean to tell me you got paid $100 million and you was in the ring playing? And y'all think that Daniel Dubois is autistic? Y'all calling Daniel Dubois autistic? But this guy got paid $100 million the first fight and he's talking about he was clowning around? Bro, get out of here, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all I ain't know y'all love Uncle Fester that much. I didn't know y'all like Uncle Fester that much. Ain't nothing more retarded than a guy getting $100 million and say he was clowning around. That's a bum to me, dog. That's a bum. That's a bum. Nobody in boxing, none of these fans will actually go out here and get paid $100 million and talking about they was clowning the first fight. You were clowning? That's a bum, man. I don't care what nobody says. That's a bum. People out here starving for just to get $1 million. And this man made $100 million and he talking about he was clowning the first fight? And this is who they celebrate? Man, get out of here, man. Go over there to one of them British channels that pushing all them narratives. Y'all don't even know who the best British fighter is. Didn't y'all call Daniel Dubois a quitter last year? Don't act like y'all just support British fighters. Y'all don't do that either. So don't try to push that narrative. Oh, you don't like British fighters. Nah. I'm the guy who didn't call Daniel Dubois a quitter like y'all did. Because he took a knee against a 2-time undisputed fighter at 25 years old. Don't do that. Don't do that. Y'all called a man a quitter. Your favorite channels out here call this man a quitter. Oh my God, disgusting. Ain't Johnny Nelson Johnny Nelson is a former cruiserweight world champion in the UK, right? Johnny Nelson, ain't he a former cruiserweight champion in the UK? So this is a guy who used to box. He's a former cruiserweight world champion in the UK, right? Ain't Johnny Nelson a UK world champion? So he knows boxing, right? So he called Daniel Dubois a quitter, but I didn't. So who knows more about British fighters? I'm asking for a friend. I'm asking. I'm asking. Oh, this is from last year. I hope everybody don't think this is this year. This is last year. Yeah, this was last year. And I don't know if y'all know it. That was the second time they said he was a quitter. Oh, I got one better than that. I got one better than that. Man, y'all don't know boxing like that, man. I don't got time to entertain no trolls, man. I really do this. Oh, what about the guy who couldn't get past Usyk this weekend? Hey, so I got a question. So why did the guy who couldn't do better than Dane Dubois, why he call him a quitter? What's up with all this UK on UK hate going on? Usyk should have lost to Dane Dubois, but they're both quitters. This is the guy y'all love, Uncle Fester? See, I don't tap dance for views, man. This is a huge, and who put this out? Sky Sports put this out. I don't tap dance for views. Sorry to tell y'all. Sorry to tell you guys. Sorry to tell this, guys. And y'all were just printing this stuff up and eating it up. Eating it up, eat it up, eat it up, eat it up, eat it up. Congrats. Oh, here goes another one right here. Oh. I thought these guys were professional boxers. They didn't know the guy was 25? The two-time quitter. Come on, man. All these people call this man a quitter. All these guys is quitters. I guess, right? That's what they saying. So they calling Usyk a quitter. Let me find this one. And this will be the last one. Boy, y'all don't even know. You say he's greater than Floyd? I mean, I don't know. He might be. It all depends. He might be. He's 37 right now. I think Floyd was fighting Canelo at what, 38? So he might be. I don't know. His career's not over with yet, so we gotta see. I don't do all the comparisons with like past legends and everything else. I'm not really a big fan of all that. I don't really be comparing guys from each era. A lot of people can't even compare the fighters of this era to each other. So I usually don't compare the fighters from last generation to this generation. People can't even figure out who's good in this generation. So just to remind everybody that's coming in right now, talking about Fury is Wilder's dad. Those are the same people that said Daniel Dubois quit. So, and then let's think about it. Fury's a known drug cheat. We got people that were just admitted this year about the floppy gloves. So a lot of people ain't really keeping it 100 on boxing. We already know that. But look how many people said that Daniel Dubois quit. These are all his countrymen right here. Tony Bellew, Big Baby Miller, a guy who's he just beat, stopped last year. Fury, Johnny Nelson. That's what happened when you put this crap out. And you know what I did? I sat on my hands and said, nope, I'm not gonna do it. Not falling for the bait. The man's 25 years old. If y'all seen anything on my channel, I never troll young guys. What am I gonna troll a young guy for? What am I gonna get out of that? But people coming, that's how people know about boxing though. All they know about is trolling. So let me just troll my way through boxing and figure out if this was all the fans like. That's why people be putting out emojis and everything else. I'm not an emoji type of guy. Let me troll my way through boxing. Oh, this guy's a bum. This is dad and everything else. When it's time to talk about what really happened, you see everybody quiet right now. You see, when it's time to talk about what's really going on in boxing, because I can have a conversation. But when it's time to really talk about things, yeah, we see what time it is now. When it's really time to talk about boxing, we can break the fight down. When it's time to really talk about that stuff, it ain't going down. It ain't going down. I can shut this channel down today and look back 10 years later, people gonna be like, man, you speaking facts on here. I ain't gotta do another video after today. I done put out more facts than all these channels that been around 10 years. All they do is repeat the same thing ESPN say. But yeah, that's all I got, man. I gotta get up out of here. Appreciate everybody for coming through. All the haters keep hating. Cause I ain't going nowhere, but you will. When your favorite guy retires, you will be gone. Cause you never was a boxing fan. You're a fan of Uncle Fester over here.